Hey everybody, what's going on? How are we doing today? It is such a lovely Saturday. Thank you all, Honey Mocha and Kit, for stopping by and hanging out with me today. It's such a beautiful Saturday. How are you all doing today? Alright, is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Let me know if anything is good or bad. Let me get going. Everything is quiet. Well, my mic is normal, so I can turn up the music. Chilling and prep for tomorrow's one shot. Nice. Turn up the music there. Maybe I'm too quiet? I don't know. Prepping for tonight's session. Nice. Yeah, I got a session tomorrow for my home game. Oh, I should bring in, let me see.
Damn. Like.
Sorry about that. Nope, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. What? There we are. What? There we go. Cool. I already asked in Discord, but what was the token maker you used? The Chapaku one? Are you talking about, are you talking about these? The token maker here that I was using? Yeah. You want me to throw the link in Discord for you? Bum bum bum. Found? Okay, you found it? Awesome. There we go. Cool. It's all that matters. You found it. Great. Yeah. And then I need to... There we go. Cool. Cool. Maybe not. Who knows? BRB real quick. You doing alright? You doing okay, little buddy? Okay. That's good. Okay. Well, man, I guess I'm just gonna get started. Hello, Dodo Edits. What's going on? How are you doing today? Doing pretty good. It's a beautiful Saturday. One second. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Awesome. So, Yeah, welcome to Inspiration Points. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me today. We're going to be taking a look at the Obojima book a little bit more later on, but first, going to talk about a couple of things. I recently did an interview with Talking XP, and I posted the whole edit over on YouTube, so I highly recommend y'all going to check that out. Let me see. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. So I got a nice interview over there with Talking XP. We talk about Daggerheart, Dungeons and Dragons, Candela Obscura, a lot of cool different things and how they're similar, how they're different, and tips for anyone running those games for the first time. So if that sounds something like you're interested in, please go check that out over on my YouTube. Let's see what else we got going on. And also Talking XP has this really cool Daggerheart actual play called Bitten, which is like a Walking Dead, Last of Us themed, and they did a really good job, and I kind of want to show y'all the intro because it's pretty cool. Let me see something. Yeah, alright, let's check this out really quick. Pause the music. There we go.
We start our story.
Yeah, so y'all should totally go check that out if you ever got a chance and want to see some more more people playing some Daggerheart. There's like 6 or 7 episodes already, so totally go check that out. Highly recommend. No, there we go. Nope, not that one. And cool. Thanks for letting me know the video was too loud. Hey, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody. Let's see. And then making Gloam Sink Hunt based on Sandygast. Wow, those words, I don't know what any of those mean. Sounds interesting though. What else I got going on? Nope. You can still get 10% off on the one-shot wonders until the end of the month, until the end of July, if you use the code Craig10 at checkout. So you can either get like the book and PDF or just the PDF 10% off for the rest of the month. You know, and it's the 19th, so you got like, you know, 10, 12 days. I don't know how many days are in the month. And I did just update the 300 character warm-up questions with a new cover by Dean Spencer, who did all the art here for these three. I picked art from him for these, and Dean Spencer did this one too. Makes some really good art. Definitely go check him out on I think Drive-Thru and their website also. Hi Liz, how are you doing? Sandygast is a Pokemon, essentially a ghost that controls sand and looks like a sandcastle. It ambushes people similar to a mimic and drains their life. That sounds like a really cool monster to fight. Yeah, good. That sounds awesome. And making it a hunt adventure? Cool. That sounds pretty sweet, not gonna lie. And the last thing before we get into Obojima is I did just release a newsletter that has Dungeon Master tips and different information. I'm going to be shouting out different people in the community. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my homebrew world of Akron. I'm going to throw in like a little paragraph or two every newsletter to just world build a little bit. I think it'll be fun to like let people learn about my world, but also like be able to share it also. I think it'll be super fun. And then there's yeah, just gonna be sharing stuff every week. Like I said, Dungeon Master tips, different things that I'm working on. Be sharing like live stream scheduling and stuff, that the cool different things that I'm gonna be doing on stream. Fun, like, trust me, I got super fun stuff coming up. Any like sales and deals I want you to know about, and stuff like that. Like, gonna be asking y'all questions every week and trying to, like, you know, feel out what the community's thinking about certain stuff and share it with everybody. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, if you want more from me, go sign up on my blog, my Ko-Fi page, or Patreon, either one of those three, and you'll get it every time I put a newsletter out. You'll get access to it. There's no cost or anything to this. However, if you do become a paying member on Ko-Fi or Patreon, I will homebrew you a monster or a magic item. Every member of the Patreon and Ko-Fi, I have homebrewed a monster or a magic item for them, and that is what is in the Weapons of Inspiration and the Monsters of Inspiration. These two downloads here contain all of and more stuff that I've made for myself and for you, but also the ones that I make for the community also go in here. So if you want to see some of the stuff that I made for the community, if you want to see some of the stuff that I made for myself, go check out the Weapons of Inspiration, check out the Monsters of Inspiration, and all these other free downloads that I have over on my Ko-Fi shop. Like, there's just there's look at all this stuff. There's so many. The initiative tracker, the dice label table. This is great for new players. Monster stats for CR by CR. Like, this is a great way to start if you need help getting started homebrewing your own monster. This is a great way to begin. A quick little Goblin on the Road. It's a 15-minute, 20-minute adventure you could run for your friend who's never played D&D before. You don't even need dice. It's super simple, super fun, and yeah, go check it out. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you all. It's gonna be a good Saturday. I'm really excited. Yeah, this art here too is by Dean Spencer. He does some really good stuff. You should go check him out. Highly recommend. Making it a 5 or 12 level 5 or 12 hunt. Also taking inspiration from the gazebo from Munchkin. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds pretty good. I think I would enjoy that. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Now, was there anything else I wanted to go over? Oh, yeah. The RPG Mega Bundle. Oh my god. This guy right here. If you're watching, this is the like last day. How much time is left? 1 day, 22 hours that you can get this. Right? This is the last time that you can get this right now. If you're watching, there is a day and 22 hours left. Okay? If you're watching, there's a day and 22 hours left to get this. Less now if you're seeing this, but it's like $40 gets you over 50 tabletop PDFs. Like, you could play for the rest of your life with all of these things. It's amazing. Avatar, Transformers, Warhammer, Apocalypse World, Mazes, Cthulhu, Dragonbane, Witcher, Savage Worlds, Rifts, Cobalt Ate My Baby, like all Masks, Vaesen, Power Rangers, all of these. There's so many games. Doctor Who, like definitely go if you can get this. Go get it ASAP ski. It's for $15 you get 19 things. But I mean at $40 it's such a bargain. You know what I mean? Alright. Now it is time for some obojima. I'm really excited. This is such a cool like setting and book. I really want to run some stuff in here one day. I think that would be super fun. Oh, I need to. That's one thing I didn't do. Let me see. I didn't share that I'm live over on Threads. So I'm going to. Dagger heart, dagger heart, dagger heart. Let me see. If you're scrolling and you love Dungeons and Dragons, stop by my live stream and say hello. You don't. Come on. You don't have to follow. You don't have to lurk. But if you just say hi, it'll make my day. Link in the comments. Bye. Dun dun dun. No, come on. What? There we go. Awesome. Cool. All right. It ambushes people similar to him. Hey, Haley Edits. Hi, how are you doing today? Thanks for stopping in. Hi, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yay. Okay. Bam. Alright. Looks like we are all good. Okay, so obojima. This one right here. Oh, got dad botted. Nice. Haha. Obojima right here. This cool book, like Zelda Ghibli inspired. It's some really cool. Let me just do the yeah. Like, this is such a cool book. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, we're going to take a look at some more of the locations. Whoa! Yep, we're going to be totally taking a look at this. I don't know when, but we'll get to it maybe today. That's such a cool image. Wow. It's this like dragon looking over its hoard of like swords and clay pots and skulls and rocks. Like, this is that is so cool. Oh man, you can, I'm sorry, TikTok, but you know, hey, you should join me over on Twitch and YouTube if you want to see the whole thing. How cool is that? But yeah, this is a D&D setting for called Obojima. Man, nice and thick. 364 pages. Got a couple adventures in it too. Yeah, take a look at that. Giant jellyfish. Ooh la la. Yeah, no, it's super cool. And you can get it as a PDF too. That's what where I'm looking at on where are we? That's what we're looking at right here. Is the PDF of it. No. Can I make that smaller? Probably not. Oh well. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at on today. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, actually I need to go back to where are we? So like here's the map of the island. Okay? And so last time we looked at everything in this area that's called the Gift of Shiratashi over here. We looked at a really bunch of cool different villages and temples, a spirit market, a whole market in the spirit world. That's pretty cool. But today it looks like we're going to be checking out the land of hot water that is up over here. Between Mount Arbora, which is this mountain here, between Mount Arbora's northern and eastern slopes and the sea lies the land of hot water. This arid expanse is dotted with natural hot springs, boiling pools, towering geysers, with mineral-rich earth painting the landscape in vivid reds and yellows. The inhabitants here have forged a unique culture that combines industry with relaxation. They harness the geothermal energy to power their forges and heat their homes, while also indulging in the soothing hot springs and saunas. Recently, a fascination with flight has surged among their inventive tinkerers who draw inspiration from the soaring birds, geysers, and thermal updrafts to craft all manner of flying machines. The coastal waters around the land of hot water are warmed by underwater vents, creating a haven for exotic marine life from glowing fish to fearsome sea serpents. The people regard these creatures with both awe and caution, respect for the land's volatile nature. The residents of this region have a worldview shaped by the destruction and life-giving forces of this environment, which results in them often seeing things in a more dualistic fashion. Yet another way, this fiery mountainous land shapes the art and philosophy of those who live within it. So they got these wandering encounters, and not all of them are like combat encounters, which is good, you know. Geyser eruption, ooh, a soothing hot springs, a sky salamander, whoa, a giant koi scale. That sounds cool. Sounds pretty cool to me. Alright, how do you say this now? Chisway's Tea House? Is that? So wait, where are we? The land of hot water? So it's like right on a river there or something? Or like cliffs maybe? When the following moss pot path up into the hills of Mount Arbora, you'll arrive at Chisway's Tea House, whose products are an obojima staple run by the charismatic and eclectic tea master of the same name. Chisway's Tea House is fairly well known throughout Obojima. That's cool. Just harvested a nice big zucchini from the garden. There's not a show off your garden channel. Food? Just off topic? Yeah, we got tomatoes and cucumbers recently. My roommate made some Mexican rice with the tomatoes. So good. It was like really good. I was like, wait, what? It was excellent. Tea house interior. As Chisway says, water is the soul of the tea. A clear stream running next to the tea house. That's awesome. The tea house and its service. How you play Chisway and his Oni nature can be done in a number of ways. Oh, yo, spoilers, y'all. A dashing scamp. You can play Chisway as a good guy whose Oni nature is more mischievous and naughty than dangerous and evil. Or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You can make Chisway kind at heart, trying his best to keep his Oni nature under wraps. But every now and then it slips out. Crazy. A slender, dashing Oni sorcerer who spent over a decade earning his title of Tea Master. When he isn't tending to customers or going over his inventory, Chisway can be found tending to his expansive herb garden and tea plants. Alright. Chisway seems to befriend everyone who is anyone on the island. One of his favorite referrals is the herbalist healer Adira, who runs the apothecary at Hogstone Hot Springs. Okay. Alright. Ba-ba-bum. Whoa, his older brother Hakuman. Okay. Migo the Spirit is a companion spirit who helps Chisway run the tea house. Migo can produce up to 6 arms that stretch and contract from his cylindrical torso. That's awesome. Migo doesn't speak but nods or uses sign language that only Chisway seems to comprehend. Migo can also tell when Chisway is grappling with his Oni side and is quick to help. Indigo and the Fossa Helpers, Chisway's serving staff, are a group of awakened Fossa that Chisway discovered wandering the mountainside several years ago. Oh my god, this is adorable. Okay. Ooh, there's an old ramen shop. Room of Repose. Oh, guests of honor and clients who want that extra bit of ambiance and privacy and sophistication. Ooh, patisserie delights? Pastries from choux to phyllo to puff and short crust every morning. The counter is covered with an exquisite array of petit fours, croissants, eclairs, tarts, and strudels. But the one that people come from all over to sample is a flavor of happy joy cake that is only served here. Chisway's Elegant Tea Cake. Chisway is very proud of this honor and cannot help but find a casual way to bring up his friendship with the renowned cake maker and creator of the Happy Joy Cake, Master Hu. That's awesome. The Green Teapot. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's such a funny adventure. I don't want the magically sealed lockbox. Nightmare tea. Whoa. Loses. Whoa. 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 Wait, what? Shared it in food, being held by my adult son for comparison. Smart. Okay. Mmm. Okay, cool. Hakuman. Chisui and Hakuman are related. That's interesting. Who is Hakuman? Dun, 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 dun. That is in the Brackwater Wetlands. Okay, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Coastal Divers Lodge, the Mariners Guild, operates out of Pelican's Nest Lighthouse. That's cool. Whoa. Okay. The Clintock family. Captain Clintock, his wife Kara, and their 2 daughters. Roulette rolled. The art is so good. That's why I have to show it off. Hello. It's like too good. So the captain likes to stay in his submarine. Hey, Monk, what's going on? What's up? I'm making my own obojima campaign currently too. So cool. I'm gonna make one eventually. It's gonna happen. It hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna happen. Maybe my next campaign will do it. Maybe I'll do one on Start Playing. I made a new archetype for every class fitting the setting. That's cool. Subclass or background. Ah, there we go. That's better. Subclass. Nice. That's pretty cool. The northern branch of the Mariners Guild is the best place to get outfitted for anyone interested in venturing beneath the sea, as Holly is eager to have folks test out her experimental gear. The lodge makes a good home base for seagoing adventures. In fact, it is featured in one of the adventures in the book. The lodge is most closely linked to the southern branch of the Mariners Guild and the nearby Sky Kite Valley. That's, man, I love how they tell you what this goes with, you know? The art is just so cool. And I like how there's like graffiti and stuff. Points of interest. Holly's workshop. Kara's studio. Oh, the Clintock collection features things pulled up from the sea on the many voyages of the Pointor. A few noteworthy pieces include a mysterious fish skull, an enormous sword far too big for any person to carry, and the dorsal fin of the original Pointor. The Beacon. The pinnacle of the lighthouse is called the Beacon. Marcel can often be found up here looking after the lamp. In addition to signaling ships, the light is also used to alert Sky Kite if any of the lodge's residents spot fish folk raiders heading towards the town. That's nice. Crumbling structures just outside the lighthouse are a handful of partially built stone buildings. The efforts were abandoned, and the structures have been taken over by crabs. Awesome. Every once in a while, spirits will appear, and they wrestle for days, growing. That sounds awesome. Pixie boat. Oh, there's a charming houseboat that's run aground. It's swarming with pixies. The boat has the name Spellbound painted on the stern. Okay. Okay. There's a sunken village. Okay. And it's in one of the adventures. Cool, cool, cool. Feeling it. Adventure Hooks supply run of Kaiskite. What, a Sky Kite? Did I say Kaiskite? I don't know, that's kind of a cool name too, though. Oh well. Supply run in Skykite. Skykite Valley has been overrun with teams of aeronauts who are snatching up the materials. Blah blah blah. She's getting desperate. Yada yada yada. Mission to toggle. Cool. Go to the town of Toggle. Fish folk exiles. Whoa. Oh, some fish folk were exiled and now they're being extra aggressive? That's kind of lame. Oh, you keep mentioning that adventure, my guy. Should we go check out this adventure they keep talking about? Should we go look at it? What do you think? Could be fun. Could be fun. Gotta stay hydrated. Come on. Here we go. Below the Shallows. The adventurers are called to help a young boy recover his grandfather's kite plane, which was hijacked by fish folk and crashed into the shallows. The adventurers must dive to the ocean floor, explore a mysterious sunken town, find the kite plane, and then bargain, or fight, with a host of fish folk pirates before returning to the young boy before his grandfather finds out. Sounds kind of fun, actually. Ooh, 4th level adventure. Sounds nice. The inciting incident doesn't actually occur until later in this chapter. Okay. Okay, whatever the reason. They're on the dirt road, and they get attacked by harpies. Okay. Wait. Alright. Try to intimidate them to hand over their a noise comes from overhead. Okay. Whoa. What? Combat potions? Okay, so they fly. These guys. Oh my god, this is great. I like this a lot. They fly over, dropping fire bombs on these harpies that attack you. Dun 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 dun. Okay. So you have a dinner party with them. Okay. Dun dun dun. Thieves preparing for the mission. Coastal Divers Lodge, the sunken town. Potion of water breathing. Diving armor. Goat skin balloons. Oh, potion of water breathing for each person? Okay. Diving in the shallows. Rarely are the shallows deeper than 500 feet. To sink in salt water. Whoa. Okay, if you can make the experience of being underwater as much part of your game as you want, have players deal with 3D environment, ambient noises, potentially blinding silt, and other underwater anomalies can be either a source of fun or frustration. Make sure you have the kind of players who enjoy these challenges and limitations before putting them into play, as they are all easily removed due to the magic of the shallows. Dun, dun, dun. Sounds are highly audible. Visibility, currents. Exploring the sunken town. Whoa. What? The main road. The asphalt road shows little sign of wear or erosion? What? There's a train car? And a train depot? Yo. Train station, stores, lockers. Okay. Sunken suitcase. Blowbelly pufferfish. Oh. Have you tried any other RPGs besides D&D? Yeah, I've ran Shadow Dark before. That was really fun. Hey, Night Viper, thank you so much for the follow. Let's go. I've played Shadow Dark. I've played I'm in an actual play for Candela Obscura. I'm in an actual play for a game called Sagas, which is we got nominated for what's it called? For a crit award for best setting description, and for what's it called? Amber Ascension over on Boss Jellybean's channel. I've played what was it called? What's that bear? Just Use Bears? No, what's it called? Honey Heist. I played Honey Heist. That was super fun. And what else have I played? Also, I got a bunch of other books too. After my current D&D system game, interested in Fallout? That sounds cool. Yeah, Fallout does look interesting. I got you. Oh, I also played. Oh, this one was super cool. Hold on. Hey Malcolm, thank you so much for the follow. Let's go. Stars to you. This one here, Stoneburner. Dwarves in space fighting demons. So like that's super fun. Hey Malcolm, thank you so much for stopping by. Like, yeah, totally. Hold on, let me check this out. Where are we? Oh no, I should just do. Hey, hello. Yeah, you're dwarves in space fighting demons. Let me see. The universe of Stoneburner. The universe is large, but the human core, the dwarven houses, and the elfic clans are at the center of it all. All fantasy cultures have populated the galaxies using spaceships powered by dwarven-engineered FTL engines. There are people from all backgrounds in each core, city, ship, house, space station, corporation, clan, mine settlement, and haven. The social center of the universe revolves around the planet-wide city of Hammerside. Each district, city, planet system, and space station has its own laws and customs, And this makes every destination unique and exciting. There are orcs, goblins, trolls, fays, centaurs, gnomes, undead, dragons, ghosts, and any other fantasy culture you can think of. There are huge corporations, looking at every opportunity to turn a profit. Nothing will get in their way. There are pirates, bounty hunters, criminals, outlaws, rebels, and more. The galaxy is too big to keep an eye on everyone. Technology is advanced, but often intertwined with the arcane. This will look glossy and high-tech on some worlds, rusted and old on others. Magic is mystical, powerful, consequential, and most importantly, unpredictable. There are other realities, and it is possible to traverse from this one to another by means of dangerous portals, rituals, and spells. The world of Stoneburner is complex, political, and dynamic. Anything is possible. Play to find out what happens next. Stoneburner. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, check out this. Look at that. Look at this image, bro. How cool is this? Got obojima. Need to stick my teeth into it. Yeah, I feel it. That's why I've been looking at it on stream, because I want to sink my teeth into it a little bit, because it looks. I really want to run some adventures in it. So there's 5 steps to building a character. Choose a kit, build a first name, build the last name, pick your pronouns, refine your details. So the kits are the different classes. There's like all these different tables for your character, and here's one of the classes, the Stanchion. Check that out. The Stanchion. Which is like a guardian type. We have the Sounder, which is a hunter type. We have the Striker, which is a warfighter type. We have the Spellwinder. How cool is this? Cool is this? Like, you don't even know what you're missing. Which is a spellcaster, a runecaster. The Sinker, check it. This is the character that I played in the actual play. Is a mechanic, a artificer type thing. The Scion is a student. And then the Stalwart. Check this out. Looks like, what are we? A founder. You counsel, heal, and lead, so this is like a leader type person. The Raven, yeah, this is totally the thief rogue. How cool is that? Raven. The Kilndrid, if you're an automaton. And yep, the Child, if you're a demon who is a part of the dwarf world. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It was super fun to play. I hope we play more. But yeah, I highly recommend go checking it out. What else do I got? Ooh, I got this. Ooh, I got this one. Really want to. What was this? Was it this one? I think so. That's all Shadow Dark stuff. That's all other things, right? Sorry. Oh. Oh no. Did y'all hear that? And then I really want to play this one. I got Brindlewood Bay also. This game looks cool. Where you play old grandmas investigating stuff. And then I got Root, because who doesn't want to play woodland creature adventures? Like, this looks, oh my god. That's such a great image. This looks super fun. And then I got this game. This one is Tiny Fables. This one is specifically for, I want to play an old grandma. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's essentially what's it called? What's the old grandma show? It's like Golden Girls solving mysteries. It's Golden Girls and Murder She Wrote. But so this is a an adventure. Yeah, I saw that one from Buff. Yep. This is like an adventure setting specifically for Mouse Ritter. This one looks so cool. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Buff DM, did you get yours in the Kickstarter? Dun, dun. But yeah, I really want to run this one. We got ads coming up in a minute, and I'm gonna take a break when that happens. But I really want to run this too. Like, check this out, man. There's a little bookmark. Like, it came with maps. Like, look at this. Look how cool this is. But which one is the... There's like... Is this it? Yeah, here we go. And so this is the land that this little pamphlet's about. How freaking cool is this? To do a little campaign in this as little mouse creatures? Heck yeah, that sounds adorable as hell. I know you want to do it too. Everybody wants to. But this one will probably be run in person because I have all of this stuff for it. You know? You understand. I said be ba 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 da boom, ba da ba ba boom. Cool. But yeah, that was a good question. Yep, ads are gonna be in a minute. I want to take a break shortly. I need to go back to what page I was on. Yeah, okay. So then when we come back, we'll take a look at the Hogstone Hot Springs. Man, oh, look at this art, bro. Wow, okay, cool. Let's, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna take a break right now. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate you. And we're back. Thank you, everybody. I hope you got some water. Hope you stretched a little bit. I did. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's get back to it. Let me see. No. There we go. Dun dun. Awesome. Everything is good. Everything is good. We're back. Dinosaur story. Thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out. Let's get it. Let's get with it. Stay hydrated, y'all. Out of a spring high up the side of Mount Arbora, geothermally heated water comes boiling and bubbling out of a crack in the stone and flows down the mountainside, getting cooler as it finds its way to the river Yan far below. Legend has it that the great river spirit known as Yan would sometimes take on the form of a giant boar and bathe in the hot spring, scratching his bristles on the large stones. Aww. Because of this legend, the ancient Druids called this place Hogstone. That's pretty cool. Most everyone on Obojima has heard of Hogstone, and many have made long journeys across the land and up the side of Mount Arbora to get healed by its famously powerful waters. Adira is the master healer and is a master herbalist and who specializes in all manner of plant medicines and runs the apothecary. She is a short, gentle woman with a calm yet intense presence. Mocha is Adira's companion spirit who helps Adira with her patience and enjoys being in the guise of a small pig. Usually Mocha is happy to just be a pig and provide a cuddly creature for patients to pet during their time at the apothecary. If Adira is ever needed of an assistant with thumbs, Mocha can begrudgingly take on the form of a large anthropomorphic pig person. Like this? That's so funny. New character, an orc sailor wizard. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, those like, yeah. That they have some more points to spend in that point buy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Whoa, what's up, dude? What's up with this guy? Definitely need to spend those. Yeah, still got more. Let me see some little ones. No. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, back. Jola Everbreeze is a human bard who specializes in what he calls the numerous groove. I know we're talking about the pig, but check out that sick eyeball staff. Yeah, no, it's super cool. Oh, she's got her eyes covered too. I didn't even realize that. Okay, many members of the Courier Brigade can be found here soaking off the weariness of riding many miles delivering goods. If their path takes them close to Hogstone, they are sure to stop by and get recharged by the hot springs and chanting waters, as the extra trip is always worth it. Oh, that's so nice. The Druid's Bath. 3 specialty pools. Anyone can use them at any time, but signs clearly say they are for healing only. The Emerald Pool is capable of mending wounds and curing ailments. Every 10 minutes, a creature spends soaking here heals them 1 hit point. If an adventurer spends more than 30 minutes in the pool, its magic ends any disease that is afflicting them and cures any poison. Alright. The Amber Pool can bring vitality back into the weariest of bones. Staying in the pool for 30 minutes or more can remove all levels of exhaustion, and its magic ends paralyzed and petrified conditions. Holy cow. The Azure Pool has been calms the mind and soothes the spirits. If you bathe 30 minutes or more, you recover all spent spell slots of 3rd level or lower. Whoa, wow, that's wild. So along with, oh, there's an apothecary. Do. All right. Oh, there's an examination room if anything is crazy. Adventure hooks, mysterious ailment. Okay. Oh, whoa. Return of Yawn. Okay. That looks like a fun place to be. In a valley that slopes down the coast. Do you slope down the coast? Geothermal activity. The town got its name from the tradition of making extravagant kites and gliders, which were inspired by the airborne jellyfish that float down from Mount Arbora. Okay. The tone, vibe, adventurous spirit, innovation all around, industriousness. Okay. Calling all aeronauts. Kite families. Sky Kite Valley today. Whoa. What? Okay. In Sky Kite Valley, adventurers can find gliders and spend time soaring about on thermal vents. They can get involved in the expedition to the clouds or simply enjoy one of Obojima's larger settlements. So there's like a race to make a glider that goes super high up to meet to go to the Sky King. That sounds ridiculous. Okay. Embrace this new pursuit of innovation. The simmering conflict often plays out in the town council. Okay, reaching for the sky. Airborne dangers. Floating jellyfish, hammer gulls, threats from the sea. Rock rally. Rock is the aeronaut. Head in the clouds. Its excitement is infectious, and he's always sharing stories of past expeditions or talking about the next one. He has an easy charm, quick to address strangers as friend. Okay. Rock is more than okay. Counselor Jiko, female human. I call it as I see it. This small serpentine spirit is drawn to creativity and the thrill of a breakthrough. Luis, master kite maker. Holly Clintock, okay. Warden of barges. Marlin oversees Sky Kite's locks, and it follows him to huff and puff his way up and down the stairs that run parallel to the lock as barges pass through it. However, he is also lazy and aggrieved by the prospect of doing any work. He grumbles non-stop about his lot in life and bemoans anything that complicates matters on the locks. Rufus and Maul, caretakers of the Waterline Pub. Mal. What? Couriers, base, the sun, even the local chapter, blah blah blah. Patchwork Robe Coven, which makes its headquarters in Skykite Valley, has a storefront in the Skyward. Where? Skykite Valley. Waterline Pub, Rocks Workshop, Embers, Kite Shop and Rentals, The Locks. Skykite is trisected into the south by multi-step locks that allow boats to bring cargo from the sea all the way up to the highest reaches of the Skyward. Okay. Occasionally, fish folk sneak into the locks and conduct raids in the town's interior. Okay, what? Oh, whoa, cool! I didn't even see that. Do you see that here? That's so cool. It has the levels. Oh, there's 2 of them to go up and down to deliver supplies up there. That's wild. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Okay. Where are we now? Adventures. Adventure hooks. Glider race. Okay. Glider race during the Kite Festival. All right. Okay. Sabotage by one of the counselors. Refugees. Oh, whoa. Let's see. Names in the lock. Okay. Okay. Below the Shallows. This is one of the adventures included in the book. Yeah, that was the one we looked at, right? Yeah. That was the one we looked at. Oh, so that's the town. So that was haha 69. I promise I'm listening. I'm just also doing map prep, and thanks for tonight's session. No worries. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for stopping by, hanging out. Hey, honey Mocha, actually, how is the background? How does it look? Do I need to like move it around or adjust it at all? Gotta start biting, Dadbot. If only. If only. If only. Bee ba boo ba da boo. Love the background, looks great. Alright, cool. Could it be you? Oh, they're like building balloons and stuff. Whoa, that's hilarious. Okay, Mount Arbora. Check these out. Put these down here. Let's see. So we got Mount Arbora, Mount Arbora. The Gray Steps. The Gray Steps. Here's Mount. So we just looked at the Land of Hot Water. Now we're gonna go to Mount Arbora. The Gray Steps, Jumaga's Roost, Toggle, and Loam and Salt's College of Arms. College of Arms. Bum. No. There we go. Explosions. Ba -ba -ba. Is the music too loud? Is my voice too quiet? Please let me know, because I can't always tell. You know what I'm saying? Do. All right. Stay hydrated, everybody. Please. Dope. Mount Arbora stands as the island's most sacred peak and its mystic sentinel. Its snow-capped summit is visible from every corner of the island. From these icy heights, meltwater cascades down in shimmering rivulets, weaving through the island's lush forests and fertile plains. Each of these rivers is inhabited by an elder spirit from whom the rivers each get their names. These rivers nourish the land, earning Mount Arbora the reverent title of Obojima's beating heart. But the mountain is more than a life source. It is a realm of awe and peril. Its rugged slopes are shrouded in mystery, cloaked in thick mists and treacherous crags. Hey, that's me. Legends speak of the mystical energies that course through its mineral-rich veins, infusing the mountain with a potent magic that both attracts and repels. Beneath its serene exterior, Mount Arbora harbors untold dangers. Massive creatures, believed to be remnants of a primordial era, roam its slopes. These titanic beings, both feared and revered, add to the mountain's enigmatic allure. Few dare to venture into their dominion, but those who do seek the mountain's deep secrets and the power said to lie within its hallowed peaks. Sorry. Wandering encounters, pesky spirits, avalanche, ancient guardian, runic stone, treasure hunter, frozen clue, snowball spirits. Wait, there's a snowball spirit? Hold on a second. Hold on. You can't just say that, bro. Creatures. Snowball spirit. You can't just say that, man. The hunter, post light. Sky King. Oh, that's the Sky King! Oh, cool. This is the Sky King that we were talking about. Whoa, I thought it was just a... Slime. Snowball spirits. Oh my god. There's a snowball spirit. This is adorable. And there's a soda slime. Challenge rating 1/2. Snowball spirits. Medium swarm of tiny spirits. Challenge rating 4. This is so cool. Alright, yeah. Do you prefer XP or milestone? Loki asks, do you prefer XP or milestone for tabletop RPGs? I think milestone. But for D&D 5e specifically, I prefer milestone. But I would like to try an XP system with like Shadow Dark, for example. And if other games have an XP system, I wouldn't mind trying that out. But just for the way that I run 5e, I prefer a milestone system. Why would depending on the system matter? I don't think it matters. I don't know. There's nuance sometimes. I think like some games run better with milestone and some run better with XP, and also that depends on the person and the players too. I think there's a lot of factors in it actually, not just system, but I definitely think it matters to some extent. But I don't know. One shot, XP, full long-term campaign, milestones. Yeah, no, Loki, I get it. No worries. Okay, where are we? The Gray Steps of Mount Arbora. Remote, cold and wintry, close-knit, and suspicious. Most obojimans aren't aware of the Gray Steps, but those who do typically regard it as an out-of-way village filled with ornery folk. Spirits know enough to stay away from there. Oh, wow. The locals just want to live in quiet. Okay. Mausoleum statues. The 30-foot statues that surround the village like standing stones. They are known as the statues of warding and welcome, or simply as the statues. One that faces outward and one that faces in. In addition to the theory that they are the reason the spirits don't come to the Gray Steps. They serve as mausoleums for the village's dead. Oh, wow. But then to be fair, my group loves heavy RP, so mysteries and things come up without any combat. Milestone just works for us. It's not for everyone. Yeah, it's because like when I do milestone, like I totally tell them like this adventure is 2 levels. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but like the final like I'll and then, or if it's like 1 level, I'll say, okay, yeah, so you've accepted this quest. It's to go over, travel to this thing, do the thing, and come back and like report back and get, you know, like they don't get the level when they're there or like when they fight the bad guy. They get the level when they come back and give the information back to the quest giver and like tie it up, you know? But yeah, I feel that, Honey Mocha. It's not for everyone, but it works. It works for you. It works for me. The Watchers, small guard force of the people. Unlikely defense. Whoa, their body is encased in red clay and in place inside one of the statues. In times of need, the village can call upon the dead and awaken as a golem. Whoa. Yeah, that's how I like to do things. Finish this quest mystery area, and then the leveling comes not just from beating up 100 goblins. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then it can take, they can take as long as they want to do it. It's not like, okay, you want to take 4 sessions to explore the dungeon, or you want to take 6, you want to take 2, you know, like however long it takes for them to do it, it does it. Milestone, and like I also just don't feel like tracking XP. I kind of don't feel like it. Milestone, I think, is a good, yeah, for a new GM for sure. I think so. I think it helps. Fent is a village elder. Oh, that's that guy. That's this person. Disdain for spirits. Somewhat new to his position. Whoa. Stout crumb. Oh no. Grim Cloak. The wizard known as Grim Cloak. I did XP once and the entire adventure was just my players killing random citizens and asking, so how much XP do we have now? Yeah, that sounds horrible. Like, you can get XP other ways. That's the thing. Is like, it can be hard to convey that to them. Grim Cloak as a disguise? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Grim Cloak. Patcher is the captain of the watch. Video game XP grind mentality? Yeah, exactly. Totally is. Approaching the village from the mountain stair, travelers must first pass through the Waygate. The tunnel was bored by Nakudama in the time of the monarchs. The tunnel is 120 feet long. Mergen's Tavern and Inn, the only tavern in the village, is crowded most nights with locals. The tavern keeper, affectionately called the king by locals, makes the baguettes himself each night. Sciatica. Oh, yep. Thank you. Thanks, Honey Mocha. Appreciate you. Sorry, I just like said that out loud. My bad. Hello. Adventure hooks crash across the mountain. An avalanche from the slopes of Mount Arbora overcame 2 of the village watchers while traversing the mountainside. Patcher can't abandon his post, so he asks the adventurers to travel alongside the remaining watchers and conduct a recovery mission. Sheep in wolf's clothing. A spirit known as the Horned Wolf was spotted at the edge of town. On the same day, a villager went missing. Fent blames the spirit and asks the adventurers to take care of it. Oh. Rumors and legends. Though few villagers want to talk about it, academics have suggested that the mausoleum statues are a vestige of the demon tyrant from the age of Nakudama. Ooh, who knows? See, look how cool this art is. So good. It's like, it's a crime how good it is. Like, this art is excellent. Like, wow. Ba-dum. Jumaga's Roost. Oh, that's a sky salamander? That's cool. Like, wow. High on the western slope of Mount Arbora is the lair of Jumaga, the sky salamander, one of the great beasts that circle the skies of Obojima. The sky salamander patrols its mountain territory and casts a shadow on any farmer who takes the risk to graze their cattle on the wide, verdant slopes of the great mountain. Although the slopes are the salamander's domain, it's a risk many are willing to take, as the grasses are said to contain the mountain's magic, making any cow, sheep, or goat that grazes there fat and happy. Okay, I feel it. Mystifying, grand, humbling. Okay. Offerings to the sky salamander. Dun dun dun. No evidence that the salamander takes their tokens into account. Enjoy nothing more than devouring a plump and slow cow. Okay. Sky salamander is fairly well known. I like that there's reputation in these locations of how most people understand it. I should include that. On days when it is grumpy. Oh no. There is a small village on the western side called Doran, where a group of people known as Rockwinders have lived for generations. They are hired as guides for people who are wishing to traverse the mountain, or those who wish to make the journey to the Ledge of Offering. Oh, the Rockwinder is called the Sky Salamander Jumaga. That's cute. Dun, dun, dun. Rockwinders protect Jumaga from people and protect people from Jumaga. They can predict its moods and see to it that travelers don't unduly put themselves in harm's way. If you are able to speak with a spirit that is old enough, they may even recall the day Jumaga arrived on the island. It is very territorial. All right. NPCs. Gila is a Rockwinder and one of the best guides in Doran. Gotten close enough to Jumaga to actually touch it? Because of this, she rarely talks about her experience. Okay, when he returned to the village several years later, he was met with open arms. He's now gained a less... Points of interest. Unlucky miner being toggled. Oh my god. Ledge of Offering. Those who travel to the Ledge of Offering bring gifts to the Sky Salamander. Gold flowers, trinkets. The ledge sees it all. The roost. Okay, there's... Oh, the Sky Salamander has a roost. That's lovely. The village of Doran has called its western slopes, blah blah blah. Doran Plate? Okay. A cry from above. Oh no. The Sky Salamander carries somebody off? Whoa. Many would-be plunderers are kept away by tales of the sky salamander swooping down. Okay. That sounds a bit wild. It's page 202 is Doran Plate. What does that mean? (202). Doran plate is naturally occurring stone that can be broken off and used as roof tiles. Potion makers have discovered that Doran plate is filled with crystals that are good for enhancing magic properties. Alright. That sounds cool. Toggle, the steelwork town. Hey, HJ Calero, thanks for saying hi. I really appreciate that. That's amazing. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. Where'd we go? Stay hydrated, y'all. I'm curious, what's up? Toggle. Man, the art is just so good. Potions. Oh, in and out. What's I and O? NPCs? No. Points of interest. The iron ore? Is it that? Is that what it is? Maybe. Okay. I love the graphic. Is this a town of a campaign? Yeah, this is from a book called Obojima. It's a setting that's like Ghibli and Zelda inspired. And so I'm just going through the PDF of yeah, and now we're on the location, so this right now is a town, but there's a bunch of different stuff going on in this book. There's yeah, like I said, it's an island. Check this out. This island. So I've been going through the locations because there's there's the locations that we've been going through. And where are we right now? We're at Mount Arbora right here. There's like subclasses, magic items, spells and potions, a bunch of monsters and spirits and friends, and there's even a couple adventures. There's like lots of fun stuff in this book. Has a cat folk vibe to it. Yeah, that's that Ghibli feel for sure. It's that Ghibli feel. Boom. A new and whimsical campaign setting. Yep. By 1985 5 games. It's pretty good. No. Was it that one? There we go. For what system? 5e, but you know, to be honest, you could use the locations for anything, but all of the stat blocks and stuff are for D&D 5e. Like all the stat blocks, subclasses, adventure stuff is all for. But the setting information you could easily use for anything, you know? On the eastern slope of Mount Arbora sits Toggle, a mining town built into the sides of a man-made canyon, dug out of the bedrock in the shape of a giant X over centuries of mining. The canyon mines have long since run dry, and the empty mine shafts were renovated so they could be occupied by the 200 or so people who currently call Toggle their home. Many of these occupants are miners who work all over the mountainside, but some occupants are merchants and artisans who set up their shops in the town center and serve the passing travelers and traders who come to Toggle. Hey, I'm a forever DM in 5e. Yeah, totally feel it. I run lots of 5e games. Play a little bit too. I got 2 campaigns going on right now that I'm running. But yeah, so it's a super fun. I highly recommend it. It's really good. So the tone vibe, close community, unique lifestyle, celebratory, and holds on to tradition. Man, they do a really good job. Is there a Togglers, denizens? No, not a reputation. Okay. Sometimes there's like a reputation that it'll talk about, like what people like generally know of this area. It's pretty cool, and like the book is just like it. These pages are nice and thick. There's each one of the there's so much art. Each one of the new potions, there's like 100 potions, and there's a crafting system. Everything's got its own art. Oh my god, you can't even see this. Everything has its own art. Like all of these. Like check that out. How cool is this? I love it. I love it so much. A bunch of new spells. Like every magic item has a. So essentially, it's like Studio Ghibli, Zelda, and like the 80s. See, because there's a, like all in one. See, a guitar. There's a Game Boy. It's really cool. I would highly recommend taking a look at it. If you haven't yet. Look, a hairdryer. look at these are the magic items. Like the sensor of arguing spirits. This is great. Conseco bat. This baseball bat uses the statistics of a +1 Warhammer. If a hostile creature misses you with a ranged spell attack while wielding this bat, you can use a reaction to redirect the attack at another creature you can see within 30 feet of you, using this weapon's attack bonus for the new attack roll. Once you use this property, you can't do so again until the next dawn. Yes, please. That sounds awesome. I want that. I want to give this to my players. This is amazing. This is perfect. This is the best. Can you show me the cover again, please? Yeah, totally. Obojima. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Where's the inside cover? And they got a whole YouTube podcast about all of it too. So definitely go check that out. And this back cover, I like this a lot. This is really a good vibe of it. Oh, you can't see the cat on the roof? There we go. Yeah, this is a really good vibe. There's a soundtrack. They did a whole bunch of stuff for this Kickstarter. Like they did a good job. No? Okay. Back to the thing. The thing. Back to the thing. Togglers. The townfolk of Togglers. Each of the 4 streets of Toggle's famous crossroads has a tavern. Oh my god. Do you plan to play a campaign based in it? Yeah, I will eventually, for sure, for sure. Like, it's gonna happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. The miners of Toggle, blah blah blah. Getting toggled. If someone does something that the community feels crosses the line or breaks the miner's code, like stealing another spot in the mines, the townsfolk have crafted a fitting punishment known as getting toggled, which is short for being hogtied and thrown into a minecart that's sent down the side of the mountain, off a ramp, and jettisoned into the woods. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. Denizens of the mines. Slaggers are bulbous stone balloons. Drumbellies. NPCs. Sounds more like fun rather than a punishment. Yeah, right? That's what, this? Yeah. Boom, so Duro and Garo are forge masters who have made themselves a name for themselves amongst crafters and creatives across the island. They invented a special forging technique where they inscribe glyphs of knowledge into metal before folding and pressing it. Alright. Whoa, the pair interested in a curious job and are more inclined to take you up on a query if they find it amusing. Johnny One Eye and Thug. Okay. Whoa. Isabel Skiff Tetsuri is a corrupted ranger. Uh-oh. Who's Venomous Rex? Alright, alright. Let me guess. Those plates with info look like 80s diskettes? Which ones? Four paths. The northern path, southern path, okay. The toggle is a massive metal lever that controls the flow of a small river. Switch the toggle one way directs some of the water to a power hammer, known locally as Itty Bitty. Pulling the lever the other way channels the water down a steep water flume, which the courier brigade uses to send packages down the mountainside. Oh, that's cool. The forge info. Oh, yeah, exactly. Dun, 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 dun. Adventure hooks. Missing spirit, rumors and legends. A legendary demon that lurks in the miles of tunnels. Every miner who claims to have survived an encounter all say they smelled something very odd just before they were attacked. The sweet smell of cloves. And what's cool is it tells you what the different factions are doing in the locations. No. Our ads are gonna start in a few minutes, y'all. I'm gonna take a break during them to stretch and get some water. Do do no 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 no. Do 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 do. Duro Nagaro. Dope. The Gale Fields. The nomadic stilt walkers are among the more intriguing. Where is this? Oh, this is like the center of the place. Check this out. That's cool. So, we did the Land of Hot Water, we did Mount Arbora, now we're gonna do the Gale Fields. Cool. The Gale Spirit Ambush, the Crawling Canopy. What? No, man, I don't care about that, bro. There we go. The Crawling Canopy. Witchcraft. Dandelion Spirits, Hidden Village. Some cool encounters. Domain of the Fishhead Coven. Those who make the journey to the domain usually do so in search of ingredients they might purchase or seek the counsel of a particular witch. The Council of 3 and 30. A trio of powerful witches preside over a coven along with the amalgamated spirit entity known as the 30. Okay. Almanacs. Granny Prumple's Almanac of Island Ingredients. In addition to the volume on Gale Fields, the Coven also looks after the volume on the Shallows. That's cool. Council Witches. Yola Cantor Krogus, a paranoid female Nakudama who specializes in warding magic. Bim of the Beasts, a female human who speaks only through animals. And the Venerable Brass Eyes, a tiny withered male human whose eyes have been replaced with brass orbs, who lives in both the physical and spiritual realm. No living witch knows Brass Eye's real name. Wow. Please don't forget to get water and stretch. Thank you very much, Calero. Should I call you HJ? Should I call you Calero? What would you like me to call you? That's a really good reminder. Thank you. Do. Tan the Apprentice. Newcomer Witch. Oh my god. That's hilarious. When he's talking to himself, he's actually speaking to an invisible spirit. HJ is fine? Awesome. That's what, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Tan and Abby like to sneak out of the tower at night and explore the grounds. Their favorite spot is an enormous standing stone carved to depict the serpent coiled around it. Aww. The Witching Tower has 2 resident companion spirits that work with no one in particular, but are cared for by all. Aww. One of them is a spirit known as Lady, the other is the mighty Peepaleep, a fat and fluffy long-haired cat who prefers to move about perched like a loaf on its floating cushion. Oh my god. That's hilarious. That's adorable. Alright, y'all. Before we keep going, we're gonna take a little break here. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Appreciate you. BRB. Back. We're back. We're back. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Ooh, there we go. Awesome. There we go. Cool. Back at it again. I was already subscribed to the channel, but now I'm going to set the alert to not lose any new content. Thank you so much. Yo, I post every day. There's videos every single day. Usually they're shorts, but I'm trying to do more long form stuff. But yeah, every day. I just posted a video yesterday of an interview with another dungeon master. We go over tips for new game masters, dungeon masters for D&D, Daggerheart, and Candela Obscura. We had a nice little fun chat about just being a dungeon master, running games for people. So that definitely go check that out if you want some more. And like I said, I post shorts, tips, memes, stuff like every single day. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me see where we at. Browser. If you want more stuff, over on my Ko-Fi, I got some stuff you can download for free. There is 300 character warm-up questions, which is these different questions you can ask your players about their characters. I usually ask one at the beginning of each session and like write down the answers so I can potentially use the info against them later. A bunch of magic items and weapons that I've homebrewed. A bunch of monsters that I've homebrewed. I got a couple adventures, like initiative tracker, a chart of sample monster statistics by CR. So a bunch of fun stuff over on my Ko-Fi page. Definitely check that out. It's good stuff. Okay, where were we? We did the companion spirits. Man, that's just adorable. It's a fat and fluffy cat named Mighty Peepaleep that floats around on a cushion. That's just, I need an image, man. Why didn't you give me an image of Peepaleep? I don't care about brass eyes. Come on, bro. You can't just give me Peepaleep and not give me an image. That's like, what is this? There's like a big like crafting of like potions and stuff like that. So there's ingredients. Yeah, where's the crafting part? Let me see. Dun dun. Spells and potions. Ingredients, friends and foes. 193. I mean 193 to 24. Holy cow. 193. Spells. Potion brewing. Finding ingredients, testing ingredients. Brewing potions. Select 3 ingredients. And then okay, to brew potion, you must be proficient with alchemy supplies. Okay. With the necessary ingredients, the right amount of muck, and alchemy supplies, a potion can be made in 10 minutes. Common potion, 15 gold worth of muck. Okay. Characters who decide to consume more than 1 potion in a day must pass a Constitution saving throw or fall violently ill. That's interesting. That's a cool thing. Okay. Okay, so I'm oh my god. Do you want to hear about the potion brewing potions? You want to see how it works? Splat. You want to see how the potion making works? Or should I keep going? Oh my god. Bruno, oh. Definitely check it out. The cozy cat sounds wholesome. It sounds so wholesome. Alright, cool. Back at it. Magic wood. The crawling canopy moves along a meandering path and invariably leaves behind branches and falling trees. Some woodcutters use the wood. Burns longer and hotter. Bows out of living wood are +1 bows. Arrows, made of living wood at 30 feet. If you build a house out of living wood, the house is powered by the magic. The house magically heat themselves during the winter. Wow, that's wild. The saved. The trinket trunk. The saved that found their way. Okay. You can play the saved as a helpful band of NPCs for parties that are lost within the crawling canopy. You can also play the saved as a cult of oddballs who are quirky and comical at best, or ominous and dangerous at worst. If you choose to go ominous, then the saved may have a strange magical relationship with the forest, even going as far as using the party as an offering. Okay. Hermits living in tree houses? Oh my god. The Council of Crew, Penelope Mibblethorpe, Sheldrake Wobbledrain, Thurston Smorkwoggle. Sounds good for a party healer. Yeah, for sure. A witch of considerable power. Okay. Slashface and the Barkers? When the Barkers woke up, they found themselves deep in the canopy. Morgo is a sage who's been lost for almost 20 years. There's a great battle between the Sky King and the Demon Emperor that created a large crater. Morgo believes the proof of the ancient battle lies somewhere in the forest, and it is one of the many secrets the crawling canopy holds dear. Bruno is the playful and loyal companion of the wizard brewmaster at the Wicked Wizard Tavern. In addition to having an amazing palate for ale, Bruno also has a general understanding of distilling alcohol and basic magical enchantments. This knowledge came through the close observation of his master. Mm-hmm. The Wicked Wizard Tavern is a ramshackle tower that's been jammed between two old-growth trees. The bottom floor is a tavern from which the building gets its name, while the upper floor is a wizard's laboratory, study quarters, and the Wicked Wizard Brewery. It would seem that the Wicked Wizard Tavern only reveals itself to those it wishes to. What? After some discussion with Bruno, this is so much yeah, yep. I like it a lot. So much wholesomeness and Feywild. They nailed the Ghibli like vibe for sure. After some discussion with Bruno, the adventurers find out the proprietor has disappeared, and Bruno is doing his best. Only a cursory understanding of ale, and it's only a matter of time before the reserves run out, and Bruno must brew a batch himself. Bruno is desperate for help and is just trying to be a very good boy. Oh, it's okay, buddy. Trapped within the center of 3 watchwood trees is an unlucky traveler who has been paralyzed by the tree's gaze. Though the traveler can't call out for help, it's clear they've been stuck like this for days. Oh no. One of the forest trees has been cut down, and now its stump is uprooted itself and is on the rampage. Oh no. Lost within the canopy. This is one of the adventures in the book. Page 360. Let me take a look real quick. Is it 360? 360. Come on. Lost within the crawling canopy. Oh no. What? Wandering monsters. Mr. Sheep. Senmo. Whoa. CR7? Whoa. Okay. Alright then. I see you. Flying squirrels? What? Yo, that looks cool. Looks like a good adventure. I'm in a session of Star Wars Saga right now. Just popping in to say hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jufro Samurai. That's amazing. Oopsies. Hello, everybody. Hello, bees. The Brackwater Wetlands. Alright, what is this? Oh, this area over here, yep. Because this is where the corruption started. So, like, the time period that everything is happening is, like, 3 months ago. There was, like, an earthquake and a tsunami. And this corruption started overtaking the island slowly. But it's still only, like, on this part of the island. So, like, the people over here don't, like, know really about it yet. Dun, dun, dun. Spirit train. There's a spirit train. Yeah, you know it's the spirit train. The Brackwater Wetlands. Ruined settlements. Since the seismic upheaval and the tsunami's wrath, a sinister new addition known as the corruption has tainted this landscape. It has spread its tendrils across the wetlands, twisting and warping everything it touches, birthing living manifestations among the flora and fauna, ensnaring unwary travelers in its suffocating embrace. Before the tsunami occurred, the howler and monster-ridden swampland was warily traveled by islanders. One of the many reasons the area has little to no towns or villages. Despite all of this, those who journeyed through the wetlands could find the occasional respite at places like Hakuman's Ramen Shop, a lantern-lit sanctuary for those who dare brave the haunted depths of the Brackwater Wetlands. Sounds pretty cool. Oh no. Oopsies. What? Mud eel fishing? Quicksand? Hakuman's Ramen Shop? Train stop? Railroad passage? Boop bap, boop bap, boop bap. Borgork? A dragon frog? Missing villager? A rogue Raska? Dun, dun. Aha! Sickness. There's demons. Bloop is a weird skeletonized fish that follows the party like a stray dog. Bim of the Beasts. Corrupted muck, vile corruption. Okay. This inspires me to play with a clanky warforged or a drunk rock gnome. That sounds pretty funny. Evidence of disaster. NPCs, Bloop, Nasher. The Shadewood. Okay, it takes a village. Polewater Village. Until the tsunami crashed against the eastern side of Obojima months ago, Polewater was a thriving fishing village. Oh no. Tsunami aftermath. At least 30 villagers died? Oh my god, and more people might even be dead, they just don't know? Oh no. Rebuilding Polewater. Ernest's 8-year-old sister Madeline has an entire different reaction. What? Whoa. NPCs. Ernest, Madeline. Water breathing. That's not weird at all. Griftang Crump is a hard-as-nails woodcutter. Ermina Flopfoot. Makeshift Lab. Beached Ship. The Sally Sue Adventure Hooks. Help bring supplies. Help rebuild pole water. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. Goodie Mart? Oh my god. There's just the Goodie Mart. This is great. I love it so much. This is awesome. Gomorrah. Alright. Within the Brackwater wetlands is the Melota Woods, a primordial forest often shrouded in mist. Should travelers wander deep enough, they might come across the dimly flickering lights of the Goodie Mart at the edge of the dank, still waters of the Murglove Fen. The Goodie Mart is an ancient relic of the First Age, a place where thirsty and hungry travelers might have once stopped for respite. Now the Goodie Mart stands eerily empty, a bleached skeleton from another time with a single vending machine as its silent companion. Hey, Honey Mocha, all good. No worries, thank you. I appreciate you. What? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Goodie Mart is still magically lit, and its neon signs sputter into life every now and then. Of those few who have seen the Goodie Mart, almost all believe it to be a cursed place, and no one has dared set foot within it. Over time, it's become a place of myth and legend, with all manner of stories surrounding it. That's super funny. Outside the wetlands, the legend of Goodie Mart is almost unheard of. Dun, dun. Should an adventurer be bold enough to open one of the doors, they will immediately notice the interior is strangely clean and has a subtle luminescent glow. If the adventurers begin to poke and prod, they will find a unique passage hidden within the relic. Behind the foggy glass of the refrigerator door, steps that descend in a series of switchbacks down a tile-covered tunnel to a ruined subway station. Whoa! The ruined subway station, ruled by an elder spirit called Gomorrah, a massive worm-like monster with a humanoid face. Whoa, many of the subway tunnels are still usable, but some have tree roots hanging from the ceiling. Others have totally collapsed. The wandering line makes its occasional stop here, and when it does, it magically transforms the world around it to reveal what the subway station looked like back in the First Age. But as the train leaves, things return to their dilapidated state. Several monsters. Underground treasure. Gomorrah is a disturbed, monstrous elder spirit. While it looks for its missing heart, Gomorrah was once intelligent, but since losing its heart ages ago, it has become mad and now dangerous. Because of its missing heart, Gomorrah devours anything it finds. Most of the time, Gomorrah sits in one of the tunnels and bemoans its missing heart. One way Gomorrah fills its void is by devouring praise and attention. Should they stop talking to it or try to leave the conversation, Gomorrah will devour them. She knows of Gomorrah's missing heart. Okay. Champa is a howler. Points of interest. Adventure hooks Gomora's heart. Okay. Alright. Hakuman's Ramen Shop. Yeah, let's go. On the eastern side of Obojima, in the foothills of the coastal highlands, there's a long, desolate stretch of dirt road known as Pelican Way that never seems to get overgrown. At one end of it, there's a ramen shop called Hakuman's that only opens when the sun begins to set. The shop itself is a relic of the First Age, a simple and solidly built wood structure made specifically for serving ramen. There's plenty of seats along the polished wood bar that sits right next to the cooking area where Hakuman, the large ogre-like spirit of few words, works to create and serve his noodle and broth masterpieces. While Hakuman cooks and serves his clientele, a bunch of small spirits constantly move to and from the back of the shop, bringing ingredients and cleaning up. It's like an isekai place. Yeah, kind of. It's like, yeah. Pretty much. There's like a First Age where everybody was magical and like had 80s technology, and then now thousands of years later, or like hundreds of years later, is like that stuff is now ancient, which is weird and cool. I like it. Ramen shop. Hakuman sells his famous broth in 10-gallon barrels to witches for brewing potions. Hakuman. A little scrubbling. Hakuman is imposing. He's actually an Oni sorcerer who pushed his magic to the point of no return. Use only non-magical materials. Hakuman is the brother of Chisue, the proprietor of Chisue's Tea House in the land of hot water. Scrubblings. Aww. Mr. Noka Noka, doppelganger and notorious ramen thief. That's so funny. The mystery of Pelican Way. Okay. The ancient spring. Copse of trees. Oh. Adventure hooks. The ultimate ramen. Cool. Adventurers. The Hand of Aereo. Permanently increases their con by 1? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Shoyu Showdown. Ramen showdown? Oh my god, that sounds hilarious. Ramen fight! Roakala. Looks interesting. According to scholars, 300 years ago, the first Dara emerged from the forest and wandered the world as a nomad. And at some point during that time, he founded Roakala. Roakala is the birthplace for all Dara. Okay. Adara is born. Are there, yeah. Okay. That's hilarious. Dara can make anything or anyone into their parent or sibling. They generally attach to someone by choice and then ask to be their child or sibling. If a Dara feels connection, they may ask a loving cat if it would be their mom, or they may ask a friend if they would be their brother or sister. Because they just walk out of a tree. That's how they are born. Okay. Audoc. The ripe old age of 90. He claims he has another 30 years. Miara makes the best walking sticks. Homda is a museum and a temple. Glyph pillars. Oh, nice. Oh my god, the glyphs are fingerprints? If a Dara eventually chooses to accept the glyph, they experience a mental whiplash. Okay. Whoa. Someone's carving them out. The Coastal Highlands. Ancient airplane? An old airplane half buried in the rock? Examining it reveals a first age item like a cassette or a VHS tape and runs the risk of awakening a sleeping bear Akuda that has its den in the plane. That sounds super cool. Whoa, Opal Falls. Let me see some other ones. Where are we? We're at 100-ish. Okay. Dope. Well, so what else we got going on? Okay, so thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. It has been such a lovely Saturday. Let me check something once. Yeah, everything looks good. Cool. My name is Craig of Inspiration. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. Please you can check out my blog for my weekly newsletter. You can get it on my blog, on my Ko-Fi shop, over on Patreon. A weekly newsletter about D&D and TTRPG related stuff. Go check out my interview with Chalkin XP, where we talk all about Daggerheart and Dungeons and Dragons and beginner tips for both. He also has an actual play called Bitten that is zombie. If you like Walking Dead, The Last of Us, totally gonna be up your alley. There's like 1 day left for this humble bundle, the $40 for 57 PDF stuff. Like, there's so many games. Like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. One Shot Wonders, you can save 10% on the book or the PDF through the end of the month if you use the code Craig10. I got a bunch of stuff for download at my Ko-Fi shop. What else? If you on Patreon and Ko-Fi, I have a post that's my monthly question and answer thread, my Q&A thread. So if you have a D&D question, a TTRPG question, you can go to the thread on Ko-Fi, Patreon, and I will answer the questions every week. Sometimes I'll even make a video out of them too, so please go check that out. I also have in my Discord, there's a section in my Discord where if called stream suggestions, if there's something D&D or TTRPG related that you want me to look through, whether it's like a blog, a video, a book, a Kickstarter, please, I would let me know about it. I want to take a look at it. And then but don't ask me questions or show off your homebrew. Like, this is just for like stuff for me to look at on stream. And then also in the newsletter, there's I'm gonna do a little entry into the Acron archive. Acron or Acronia is my homebrew world that I've created, and will get like a paragraph or two about info or a location, just general stuff about Acronia. So thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Who are we gonna rate out to? Bum 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 bum. Let's see. Bob Ross? No. Bob Ross. Twitch Tales. Let's do Robert Hartley. Blizz? We'll do Robert Hartley. So thank you all so much, like I said, stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I will see you all again in the future on Tuesday. I'm gonna be playing Minecraft with Oh Hello Mayor, so you should definitely stop by for that, because it's gonna be hilarious. I've never played Minecraft before, and I am learning a lot. So hopefully I will see you then. Like I said, thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. See you in the future.